Hello YouTube and welcome back to another video on the channel, and today we are here with PIDA Roulette Season number 2, Week number 1 versus the Scudfield Bleep Houses. Get away from that demonetization, even though I can't get demonetized yet because, you know, we ain't big enough. But we're here today against the Scudfield Shithouses versus Sarel, and yeah, it's our first week in PIDA with these random metas, so we could be playing any wacky, but we're playing national decks today. We're playing normal league national decks. Everything's, you know, normal. You can just run Mega Z. That's pretty much all, and you can use any like cut moves and all that. That's pretty much the standardized of what you can actually use on the team. Now, as you see by the lovely poster above me, on their team, they're rocking Mega Sableye, Blastoise, Tappy Beanie, Weezing, Rhyperior, Dilly, Mega Diancie, Gerda, Avalugg, Slacking, Corviknight, and Mega Diancie. Did I say Mega Diancie? I think I said Mega Diancie. Yeah, that's their team. Quite a scary team, obviously, because it's got Mega Battle of the Sableyes this week. They've got a Blastoise. She's got a Blastoise, which can Shell Smash. She's got Slacking, which could, you know, he's back in, which is fine. Corviknight, good Mons, Tappini, good bulk behind him. Sorely Mons, you could use Rhyperior. Gerda is quite good Eagle-Eye, so that could be brought. Avalugg is, again, quite bulky. Could become useful. The only thing we know from this game is they can't really bring both Mega Diancie and Mega Sableye, because, well, she could bring Mega Sableye and then not Mega it and just be a Prankster and Mega Sableye with no item on it. So there's options for that. But anyway, what I saw from her team in building is that Mega Blastoise is actually a problem. It really is an actual problem to this team, because it can just, you know, if it gets a Shell Smash up, that's the most scariest thing on her team. So what I've done is I've brought this very weird Galar Aegislash set, rocking Electrium Z with Autotomized, Iron Head, Shockwave and Close Combat. Now, you're probably thinking, what the hell is this set? Well, if you bear with, we've not got any bulk behind us, so we're all-out attacking Aegislash. We have max attack, mild nature, should I say, 168 in special attack and 80 in speed. Now, this is to outspeed, I think, Mega Blastoise at +2. No, it can't be, because we only get to +2. I think this outspeeds Mega Diancie. It must do. Or Scarf. Something. I can't remember. I think it outspeeds it must outspeed Scarf Slacking. Yeah, that must have been what we prepped for. Because Mega Diancie got place 110. But +2, that's probably the best thing to outspeed on the team. Yeah, so we must outspeed Scarf Slacking, so we can kill the close combat. We've got Iron Head, so we can hit the likes of the Mega Diancie for damage, or Rhyperior for damage, Dilly for damage, Avalugg for damage. We want to use Stab rather than close combat. And we've got Z Shockwave, which O-codes Corviknight, which is fantastic. So if we can get that Z Shockwave off on the Corviknight, I do believe it does a hefty chunk. If it's a bulky set, it won't O-code. So if it's like, it probably will be a bulky set if it's a team, because, you know, we've got quite a lot of bulk on our team. So why do you fight bulk with? Bulk. What do you? No, you just try and break it down as you can. So if they do bring a physical, you know, speedy Corviknight, that would be my entire team. And I think my fastest one is Infernape, which is just bearing base 100. I think 108. I think that's our fastest one on our team. So the Shockwave should hopefully pick up the Oko and help us pick up the dub in week number 1. Next up, we've got defensive bulk in Daniel Senior, our Tangrowth. This is mainly toward his physical threats like Rhyperior, Gerda, Slacking, Corviknight, Avalugg, so on and so on and so forth. Now, or if they just, I keep saying he, it's a she. God damn it! I'm sorry. I do apologise. It's because most people I battle are, you know, It doesn't matter, it doesn't matter. I do apologize. I'll try and not say it again. If I do, I don't know. Anyway, we've got Daniel Senior next, our Tangrowth, Leftovers Regenerator, Max HP, Max Defense, Bold Nature, with 4 in Special Attack, Leech Seed, Giga Drain, Hidden Power, Sidekick, and Grassy Terrain. Now, this is to make sure that Earthquakes from the likes of Rhyperior do less damage, so we can get extra recovery on likes of Chansey and Aegislash, which would be good. Stops Misty Terrain happening, so we can play around with Sableye more, with Will-O-Wisps and Toxics and stuff like that. We've got Hidden Power Sidekick for the likes of the Weezing, which is probably more likely going to be a switch into this thing, because Avalugg has only got defensive box, so Giga Drain will do a lot of damage to that. And Weezing, yeah, Hidden Power Sidekick I think does a hefty chunk to that as well. We've got Leech Seed. Saying Leech Seed immunity is that Mega Diancie, because it's got Magic Bounce, and Quidilly, which is Grass type. Other than that, we can Leech Seed things for days. So hopefully Daniel Senior can eat up all the defensive hits on their team and help us pick up that W. Now next up, we have our Blastoise encounter in Infernape, Diddy on Infernape, Twitch Scarf, Iron Fist, Flare Blitz, Close Combat, Gunk Shot, and Thunder Punch. Now, you're probably thinking, why is an Infernape a Blastoise counter? Well, what you see here is, at +2, Mega Blastoise gets outsped by a Choice Scarf Jolly Inferno, which, if it doesn't have White Herb on it, I think Thunder Punch can OHKO. I think Thunder Punch does OHKO because Vine Fist boost is effective. We can do damage with that. We could probably kill it with Close Combat. Because it's got higher base power, it's stab, so that might do more. So we can Close Combat or Thunder Punch it and it'll be gone. Bob's your uncle. Flare Blitz. We've got that for Avalugg and Corviknight. We've got Gunk Shot for the Mega Diancie. And we've got, we can't really touch, we can't really touch, we can touch Rhyperior because we've been fighting. I do apologise. But hopefully this moveset can hopefully deal the most and stop that Mega Blastoise being an absolute threat to the team. And our backup Mega Blastoise check is Scrambled Chansey, who is 248 HP, 252 Special Defense, 8 in Defense, Calm Nature, Evil Eye Natural Cure, Protect, Wish, Toxic, Psychic Toss. So this is pretty much to try and Toxic Stall some things, all the special threats like Mega Diancie, Tapu Fini, Blastoise, Dilly, Weezing. So we've got, because it's only fighting with this fighting type is a physical, which Tangrowth just walls every day. Then it's got Ice Punch, and Ice Punch probably gives like 20-30% to it. It's absolutely broken, it's insane, so Tangrowth is amazing. The Chansey's here to eat up any hits from the Blastoise unless it's rocking Aura Sphere, but it does have Aura Sphere, we've got double Ghost type, so we should be okay with that. Get some Wish support on the likes of Galar and Diddy would be absolutely amazing. Obviously Wish at twice Regenerate on Daniel Senior, that thing will never die. Get some chip off of Seismic Toss. The only thing we can't really Seismic Toss is the Mega Sableye, but we can't even Toxic that. So looking at this set, we kind of get warded by Mega Sableye with a Chansey. So we need to get rid of. If she does bring Mega Sableye, we need to try and get rid of it as soon as possible. The Chansey can not be walled by any of their mons. What I should have done really, I don't really think you get anything from the touch a Mega Sableye anyway. If we rocking, what could we rocking on it? Dazzling Gleam? I mean, we could run Dazzling Gleam, but why would we run any, with our 35 special attacks, why would we run Dazzling Gleam? Who the heck knows, but that is our scrambled set this week. Next up, we've got our boy Aragog, our Galvantula, Max Speed, Max Special Attack, Timid Nature, Focus Sash, Compound Eyes, Secret Web Thunder, Bug Punch, Volt Switch. Pretty much bog standard Galvantula set, gets the webs up to slow down all their mons, so Inferno can definitely outspeed, Aragog will outspeed, Galar will outspeed without having a Totemize up. So as a backup to our Totemize and our Choice Scarf Diddy. So we don't have to waste a turn setting up with Galar, we can just outspeed like that. And maybe Daniel Senior will outspeed some things, so we can get some variety into it. That would be fantastic. So that is our Aragog set this week. Bug Buzz will do damage to most of the mons. Obviously this can get killed by Rhyperia, but we've got options for Rhyperia in the back with Daniel Senior and with Galar and with Diddy. So we should be okay. We should be okay with dealing with the Rhyperia if she does bring it. And last but not least, we've got our boy Ice Gems, our Sableye. We've been using him in LTC. If you missed out on that, it's coming to an end on the channel, and BRL will be replacing it, don't you worry, because that won the poll which I did on Twitter. If you're not following me on Twitter, let me know. The link will be in the description box down below, and on there I do polls of like what I should record on the channel, like league wise. If I get back to doing Twitch stuff, that's where that will be. And if you want me to, like, you know, I can keep you guys, if you guys want me to, I can keep you updated on all my league games which I don't upload to the channel on my Twitter. If you guys want to see that, just let me know in the comment section down below, and I'll get on that, just so you know, to be more active on Twitter, you know, because I don't really use, I come in stages, I use Twitter and I don't, and I use it and I don't. So if you guys actually want to, you know, get in contact with me, Twitter is probably the best time to do it, if not my Discord server, which is also linked in the description down below. But last up, we've got Ice Gems on leftovers, Prankster, Sableye, Will-O-Wisp to cover Taunt, Nightshade, pretty much bog standard Sableye setup using LTC. Hopefully it can move over to PIDA and do just as well. You can burn the likes of the Rhyperia, Corviknight, Slacking, Avalon, whatnot. Good. We can taunt the likes of the Blastoise, so we can not Shell Smash. Wheezing, so we can't put up Toxic Spike, Rhyperior, Mega Diancie, or Credilli, so they can't put up Rocks. Mega Sableye, because we can't, because it's a Magic House set. Type of Phoenix, so we can't Defog or Haze or anything like that. So she's got a lot of setup / hazard options on the team, so Taunt is very useful. Nightshade, we can Nightshade everything barring Slacking. So obviously we've got options for that, and Scrambled and Daniel Senior and Diddy and all that lot in the back. And we've got Recover, just because, you know, get some recovery off would be absolutely fantastic. So that's our team for our week 1 game versus the Scudfield Houses. So what we do around here is we hide the poster, we click this button. As you can see, she has bought Corviknight, Rhyperia, Sableye, Mega, Gerda, Tapu Fini, and Mega Sableye. So there's no Blastoise, which is very unfortunate because that's pretty much what I was most scared of on her team. Didn't bring it. Shock horror. She also did not bring Credilli, or Wheezing, or Avalon, or Slacking, or no Blastoise. I was very shocked by this. There's no Blastoise because Shell Smash Blastoise would actually wreck my team if I did in most circumstances. Because my only water resist, I think, is freaking Tangrowth. I'm pretty sure. So I don't think I've got. My other water type is Pikachu, and I don't think I've got an ice type. I think that's all water resist, isn't it? And grass. And dragon. Well, I don't have a dragon type either. So I was really shocked by that, but I don't know, we'll have to jump in and see. So what I think I do is lead with Galvantula, set up Sticky Webs turn 1, which I do, yeah I do. I lead with Sableye. I Volt Switch out because I didn't want to take the risk that this would be the mon that she decided to mega on the team. So at that point I think, right, if I click Sticky Webs right now, and she does choose this to be our mega, they're going to be on my side of the field, and I haven't brought a defogger, so that could hinder Infernape and Aegis late game. So what the safe play would do is to Volt Switch out, because if you went into Rhyperia for any reason, we can just switch out into Tangrowth the next turn, because I don't think it would really touch with Tangrowth. So we Volt Switch out into Tangrowth this turn, as it goes for Will-O-Wisp, which is fine because, well, I was special. So I go into Infernape, thinking to go into Corviknight. Into Corviknight, sorry. So I go for a Thunder Punch, just in case she switches that into Tapu Fini. Go for a Drill Peck and I die. Which isn't great. That wasn't great. I thought, okay, why would she stay in on an Infernape when I can just click Flare Blitz and blow the thing back? She doesn't do that. She goes for a Drill Peck. I go for a Thunder Punch, overthinking and thinking she'd go into Tapu Fini. She didn't do that. Stayed in and Drill Peck and Infernape is down. Very unfortunate, but we have options for this team because Inferno was mainly here for Blastoise. We've got other options to deal with Corviknight in the back, obviously Galvantula, and we have, well, pretty much both of the other stuff Inferno wasn't really useful for, so that's not going forward. So we're going to Galvantula. As she goes out into Rhyperior, I start to grab this turn. I'd like to switch out straight into Tangrowth, knowing this thing can't really touch Tangrowth, so I'm going to stay with Tangrowth. As she goes out to make a Sableye, I think I go for Leech Seed. No, I go for Grassy Terrain. Okay, I went for that to minimise Earthquake from Rhyperior. Just go for a straight up Giga Drain, making it stronger in the obviously grassy terrain. So now I'm locked into Grass Knot, Giga Drain. A Giga Drain on the Corviknight, which is absolutely 0, even with grassy terrain boosted. So at this point, I switch out into Sableye, thinking I was going to Drill Peck me. Goes for a Roost. It's back up to full health. She goes out to make a Sableye. I go for a Nightshade, obviously predicting that Mega Sableye would come in on that turn, because if I click Will-O-Wisp, having Magic Bounce there wasn't that. Knowing she had Magic Bounce in the back, she could easily just switch it in and I'd be Will-O-Wisp, Taunted or anything like that. So I thought, well, I might as well go for a Nightshade to see what she wants to do. She does go out to Mega Sableye. Double Nightshade does okay to Mega Sableye. The Mega Sableye is down to our Sableye. Very, very good. Out comes the Girder. We're going to Tangrowth. Predicting it to go for a, obviously, equal thing today. She goes for a sub on my Leech Seed, which is good. So if you find the sub, but Leech Seed damage is activated, I go for Grassy Terrain. Ice Punch is literally 21%. Like I said in the team preview, Daniel Senior just eats up hits for days. That's probably not Guts. Iron Fist boosted Ice Punch from the Girder does nothing to Daniel Senior, which is absolutely insane. Going to Edge Slash as it starts to bulk up on her Corviknight. Isn't great. I go for a Autotomize to outspeed, and this is where the Z Electrium comes through. I go for the Gigavolt Havoc, lives on 2%, which I was very, very, very annoyed about. She was a bulk up power trip set, and that was a roll. I just want to say that was an actual roll to kill. I think it was like 50-50 to kill, but even still, living on 2% was really, really annoying. It really was. From that range, I think it was 50%. And I think the max it did was 95% or something like that. It was a bulky set, and obviously it was had to be a bulky set to be a bulk up set. So it wasn't speed event, it was probably HP attack. That was very unfortunate, but we got some chip off it, and we can just, you know, Will-O-Wisp it with Sableye, guarantee the Oko, and outspeed it. So we're going to Galvantula, because we know with Focus Sash, go for Bug Buzz, now we outspeed it and just knock out. It's free to go for Bug Buzz there, because obviously it is resisted, but it was on 2%, and if she went into Rhyperior, we could still hit it for some damage. So out comes Rhyperior, and I go back into Tangrowth. Knowing that Tangrowth can't really touch me, then she misses the Mega Horn. I'm like, okay, I want to know how much Mega Horn's going to do to Tangrowth. So I'm going to stay in. Just over half, which is fine, because next Giga Drain kills. She goes down to Girder. So I go for a Giga Drain again, knowing that Ice Punch maximum introduced me is 20%. I get a Leech Seed off, just to get some recovery back off on Daniel Senior. Then go for Hidden Power Psychic to knock it out. Bish Bash Bosh, Daniel Senior's coming in collecting lives. Out comes the Mega Diancie, which can't Mega Evolve, so I'm going to Sableye as you go through an explosion, because, you know, exploding Diancie, you know, if you want to Oko, what was I into Tangrowth? I was in Tangrowth, so that would have done a lot of damage. I don't know, would it have done? With a max defense bulk, it might have done, it might have, if I was at like 30-40%, maybe explosion would have killed me, but, you know, I wanted to go into Mega Sableye, not Mega Sableye, regular Sableye. I was thinking, oh okay, what are you going to go for? On the answer, probably a rock type move. So let me go into this, because I don't see you clicking Boom Blast. I don't know why I went to Sableye, but I did go into Sableye. She goes into Tapu Fini, and I taunt it, stop it going for substitute and whatnot. And probably default to get rid of the She reveals Whirlpool on this thing, so it's a Nature's Madness Whirlpool set to try and trap my Chansey in, I do believe. But we try and do the most of it by going for sub-wish stalling out against this Tapu Fini. I keep picking Nature's Madness on a Whirlpool trap. I keep wishing and protecting until Whirlpool goes away. Goes Whirlpool again. Goes for Seismic Toss to break the sub, because I do believe that Whirlpool ends this turn. It doesn't. She goes for Nature's Madness again as I go for Wish. I go for Toxic because Misty Train is now gone. So, having now on the Toxic Timer, Tapu Fini on the Toxic Timer, you don't see her that often, but she is on the Toxic Timer. Out comes Rhyperior as I go into Tangrowth. It's going for Focus Punch as I go for Giga Drain. Maybe thinking that I'd go for a Leech Seed or Grassy Terrain there. I didn't. I just thought, well, Giga Drain kills, I might as well click it. So Tangrowth just OHKOs the Rhyperior, and out comes Tapu Fini, where it can't really touch a Tangrowth. It's rocking Ice Beam. It goes for Torment, so I can't click Giga Drain next turn, obviously, with Torment. So at this point, I just go. She goes for Whirlpool. I think I'll go for Leech Seed this turn. Yeah. So with Leech Seed plus Giga Drain every other turn, I can be, and with toxic damage on this Tapu Fini, Tangrowth just wins here, and is obviously the MVP of this week. Obviously has to be for picking up 3 kills that game. I think he killed Rhyperior, Tapu Fini, and the Gerda, which was absolutely amazing. I think Infernape unfortunately didn't do that well this week, but obviously because Corviknight, she stayed on a Corviknight against Infernape. Didn't see that play happening a mile off. Thought that Tapu Fini was the obvious play there to go into that. She didn't, which is very unfortunate. And Aegislash, well, the Z move did come in clutch, it really did, because otherwise that Corviknight could have actually put in work against my team at 100%. Because obviously my physical threat was Tangrowth, and Gulpet was just blowing me back. So that was, if it wasn't for Aegislash, I think we would have lost that game, but Tangrowth came in clutch and helped us pick up that W. And we start off PIDA Season 1 with a 4-0 victory. Next week we have another National Dex game, so another normal league game versus Aaron, who we did play, I think we played once before in PBAL, which was throwback when I did 3DS Wi-Fi leagues, and I think I lost that game because I had because it's freaking Mega Manectric. So hopefully this next week we can get a revenge on him and pick up that W. But if you guys have enjoyed the PIDA on the channel, make sure you smash the like button down below, because your support would be much appreciated, and showing like support shows me what videos you guys like to watch. In the future I can record those type of videos to guys who like the videos that you like the most will be recorded in the future. Also leave any comments about, how you constructive criticism about improving these league videos, much appreciated, and all that other good stuff down below. Also hit that subscribe button if you're new around here and enjoy the content. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.